In the high-stakes world of Formula One, where every millisecond matters, a seismic shift is sending shockwaves through the paddock. After 2 decades of dominance, Christian Horner, the mastermind behind Red Bull Racing's 8 Drivers' Championships and 6 Constructors' titles, has been relieved of his operational role. But this isn't just another executive shuffle. It's the spark that could ignite the biggest power play Formula One has seen in years. The whispers growing louder in the paddock suggest something that would have been unthinkable just months ago. Horner making a dramatic switch to Aston Martin. As veteran phone analyst James Richardson puts it, in any other sport, this would be dismissed as fantasy. But in Formula One, where the impossible becomes reality at 200 miles per hour, you learn to take these rumors seriously. The timing couldn't be more critical. With 2026 looming large on the horizon, Formula One is bracing for a complete technical reset. Teams aren't just building cars anymore, they're constructing empires. And in this high-stakes game of technical chess, Aston Martin is making bold moves. Under Lawrence Stroll's aggressive investment strategy, the Silverstone-based team has been on a meteoric rise. But it's their latest coup that's turned heads, securing Honda as a full factory partner for their power unit starting next season. This isn't just about engines, it's about creating a technical and cultural backbone that Aston Martin hasn't enjoyed since their Force India days. Former Phone technical director Marcus Bennett explains, "What we're seeing with Aston Martin isn't just ambition, it's a masterclass in strategic planning. They're not just buying success, they're building it from the ground up. Adding someone of Horner's caliber would be the final piece of a very sophisticated puzzle." Pablo Montoya, never one to mince words, recently threw fuel on the fire when he declared he could see Horner at Aston Martin rather than Cadillac. His reasoning? The years Horner spent working alongside Adrian Newey, creating one of the most successful partnerships in phone history, could be the blueprint for what Aston Martin needs. But this story goes deeper than just team leadership. It intertwines with the fate of rising Japanese star Yuki Tsunoda. Currently in the Red Bull ecosystem, Tsunoda's future looks increasingly uncertain, with young talent Isack Hadjar being evaluated as a potential Verstappen teammate for 2026. As veteran paddock reporter Sarah Chen notes, in Formula One, timing is everything, and right now all roads seem to be converging at a fascinating crossroads. Tsunoda's connection to Honda could prove crucial. With most 2026 seats already locked down and remaining openings favoring drivers with either manufacturer backing or championship pedigree, Honda's new partnership with Aston Martin offers an intriguing lifeline. The paddock buzz suggests Tsunoda could land a test and reserve driver role at Aston Martin, keeping him within Honda's sphere of influence while positioning him for future opportunities. The practical implications of a Horner switch to Aston Martin aren't as far-fetched as they might initially appear. He's based within the motorsport corridor stretching from Milton Keynes to Silverstone. Aston Martin's campus is expanding, their new wind tunnel is operational, and Honda is bringing not just engines but a complete package of people, processes, and precision engineering. Phone strategy expert Dr. Elena Rodriguez points out, what Aston Martin needs now isn't just technical expertise. They need someone who can weave all these elements together. Someone who can sell the vision, shield the race team from political pressure, and transform potential into points. That's exactly what Horner has done at Red Bull for 2 decades. Meanwhile, Red Bull faces its own challenges. New CEO Laurent Mekies steps into enormous shoes, needing to keep technical groups aligned while maintaining the team's infamous junior program. The pressure isn't just about lap times, it's about maintaining the certainty that defined Red Bull's dominant eras. The elephant in the room is Max Verstappen's future. While he's committed to Red Bull through 2026, the Dutch champion's long-term allegiance could depend heavily on how teams adapt to the new regulations. If Aston Martin emerges strong with Honda power and leadership from someone like Horner, the gravitational pull on top talent could reshape the entire grid. But as phone commentator David Mitchell reminds us, in this sport, nothing is simple. Contracts have teeth. Gardening leave provisions exist for a reason, and anti-poaching clauses protect key technical figures. Any move of this magnitude would require lawyers, NDAs, and above all, patience. The situation becomes even more intriguing when you consider the delicate balance of power in modern Formula One. Aston Martin's state-of-the-art facilities in Silverstone aren't just buildings, they represent a statement of intent. The new wind tunnel, paired with Honda's technical expertise, creates what phone aerodynamicist Dr. Thomas Weber calls a perfect storm of innovation potential. "What we're seeing is unprecedented," notes former team principal Claire Williams. "It's not just about having the right tools anymore, it's about creating an ecosystem where technical brilliance meets operational excellence. The teams that master this integration will define the next era of Formula One." The American factor adds another fascinating layer to this saga. While Cadillac prepares to join the grid as the 11th team in 2026, they've already made their intentions clear by signing Valtteri Bottas. This move signals that new entrants aren't content with making up the numbers, they're here to compete. But it also narrows the playing field for experienced team leaders like Horner. Mercedes' Toto Wolff, who has navigated similar waters before, recently observed, "The sport is evolving beyond traditional team structures. Success in 2026 will belong to those who can harmonize technical innovation with human capital." It's not enough to have fast cars, you need people who understand the soul of Formula One. The technical revolution brewing beneath the surface adds another dimension of urgency. Teams are quietly achieving breakthrough downforce milestones, pushing aerodynamic efficiency to new limits. These advances aren't just about lap times, they're about redefining what's possible under the new regulations. As technical director James Allison explains, the 2026 regulations aren't just another rulebook, they're a complete reset of our understanding of Formula One cars. Teams that can merge chassis excellence with power unit integration will have a massive advantage right out of the gate. This makes the timing of any potential Horner move crucial. With just months until teams need to commit fully to their 2026 designs, having a leader who understands both the technical and political aspects of Formula One could be the difference between fighting for wins or struggling in the midfield. The impact extends beyond the paddock into the boardrooms of major manufacturers. Honda's decision to partner with Aston Martin wasn't made lightly. It represents a strategic bet on the future of Formula One. Their experience with Red Bull during the hybrid era proved that success requires more than just powerful engines. The manufacturers aren't just supplying engines anymore, says motorsport analyst Maria Rodriguez. They're looking for true partnerships where technical collaboration flows both ways. This is where someone like Horner, with his track record of managing successful manufacturer relationships, becomes invaluable. Meanwhile, Red Bull's new CEO Laurent Mekies faces the challenge of not just maintaining success but evolving the team's culture. The junior driver program, long a cornerstone of Red Bull's philosophy, needs careful management as talents like Isak Hadjar emerge. The delicate balance between nurturing new talent and maintaining championship momentum has never been more critical. The puzzle pieces continue to shift as teams prepare for the most significant technical reset in recent memory. Mercedes, currently holding third in the Constructors' Championship, demonstrates how quickly fortunes can change in Formula One. Their recent progress, including George Russell's victory in Canada, proves that no team's position is secure. For Tsunoda, these developments could offer an unexpected lifeline. As veteran team manager Richard Matthews notes, "Sometimes in Formula One, taking a step sideways can be the best way forward." A test and reserve role with a manufacturer-backed team like Aston Martin could prove more valuable than a race seat with a smaller outfit. The technical innovations being whispered about in the paddock suggest that 2026 won't just be about new rules, it will be about new possibilities. Teams are reportedly achieving unprecedented levels of aerodynamic efficiency, working within the constraints of standardized components, while finding creative ways to push the boundaries of performance. The convergence of these factors, technical revolution, manufacturer alliances, team leadership changes, and driver market dynamics, creates what many consider Formula One's most pivotal moment since the introduction of hybrid power units. The decisions made in the coming months will echo through the sport for years to come.